Excuse me, could you open the barrier, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. Walter Strange, my name. Superintendent Walter Strange, actually. And I was asked to come down here to investigate some complaints we've had about some very bad parking of trucks and buses, and to interview some of the people involved with this Bill Collins and his tour. And so it's my job, really, to come in there and basically get to the bottom of it, because it's a serious problem. We can't have shabby parking. It upsets the neighbours and all sorts, and so that's what I'm here for. So if you just follow me around, you should find it quite interesting. Half on the pavement, half on the road. It's just not really a good example of leaving one's truck. Just haphazard, completely haphazard. No regard for other people. Excuse me.
Hello.
Excuse me, hi. Well, I'm Inspector Strange.
How are you?
Superintendent Strange, actually. Eli
Cole.
Cole. Eli Cole.
Eli Cole. Carpenter.
Carpenter.
Yeah.
You don't drive any of the trucks?
I don't know. No, this is a different department.
Excuse me. I think we found something here. What would be your name?
Kerry.
Kerry.
Kerry's a walker. I don't really do a lot, to be honest.
You don't do a lot?
No, I work in
Does
paper.
Bill know that? Bill Collins? And what would be your job when you do something?
I do the catering to help set up the dressing rooms. I'm Tanya.
Tanya. And you feed the entire Bill Collins crew and band?
Everyone.
Really? If I come by for a cup of tea later, it's okay.
For 20 pence.
So what is your name, sir, if you don't mind?
Noel Rush.
Noel Rush, okay.
Yes.
Noel, what do you do, Noel?
I'm the assistant tour manager and security director.
Obviously you probably, I would think, don't actually drive the trucks or the buses.
Oh no.
Superintendent Strange. I work for the council, local council.
Oh, not another bloody job, sir.
Yeah, well, you're the only person I've met so far with an attitude, sir.
Well,
I'm afraid I've had...
That comes with management.
Ah, so what would be your name then?
I'd be Tony Smith to you,
Tony
sir.
Smith. Management. So I've been brought down here, asked to make a dossier on all the Bill Collins crew, because...
Phil Collins.
Is it?
Yeah.
Exactly. The parking of the trucks and the buses has caused complaints amongst the neighbours.
Well, what neighbours? I can't see any neighbours up there.
I agree that there does seem to be a distinct lack of neighbourhood.
Well, then I think you probably should go back into your little notebook and make sure you write down that there are no neighbours, so how could there possibly been a complaint?
Have you ever worked in the social services, sir? Because sounds like you'd be quite good at it.
I think probably I would be, yes. Probably done something better than some would, yes.
No neighbours, I've written.
No neighbours,
So
yes.
I will note that and see
Well,
how
I think
I
you
get
should
on.
go back and tell your office that.
Well, I have to see my job through, sir, so if you
yeah, well,
don't mind...
of course you do, yes.
If you don't mind, I will...
Well, you carry on, you carry on.
I'm surprised that this Bill Collins is so popular with a manager like that, actually, because he's very brusque. I have not been spoken to like that for many a year. Excuse me. It's quite an undertaking, isn't it, really?
Yes.
Putting all this stuff every day.
Give me 2 minutes. I've got a strange bloke questioning me.
That's nice.
Sorry about that.
Your name would be?
It's Humanyuk.
Huh?
Humanyuk.
Humanyuk.
Yes. Mike Humanyuk.
Mike. And your job would be what, sir?
At the moment, I'm the cleaner.
At the moment?
At this moment
So
in
you're
time,
basically
I'm
a man
trying
of
to
no
clean.
fixed abode then? I mean, is this what you do every day, clean?
I'm in it for the glamour, basically.
And is there any glamour?
But one lives in hope.
That's not...
It's okay, don't worry.
It's okay, okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's not falling down.
No, it's all right.
It's the troublemaker again. The troublemaker's behind me. Management. A superintendent, Strange.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it's all right. I won't shake you. So what would be your name?
Ruud Werkhoven.
Root?
R-W-D.
Yeah. Yep.
And W.
Not English then.
No, Dutch.
Dutch. Right. And your job would be?
Motion control.
Motion control.
All movements.
Movements?
Movements of thrusters and things during the show.
During the show?
Yeah.
What happens? What moves?
The circle goes up and down.
There's a circle of lights there. That goes
Yeah,
up and down,
yeah.
right? Oh, my word. It says production office here, so we should get to the bottom of things here, I think. What would be your name, sir?
Howard Hopkins.
Howard Hopkins. From your accent, I can tell you're not from England?
No, I am from America.
From the US, okay. And your job would be?
Production manager.
production manager. I've just met another manager out there, a man with a beard, very rude to me, he was.
That's probably the personal manager.
Is it?
Yeah.
His name was Smith, I think.
Yeah, that would be the personal manager.
Yes, well, I'm going to report him because he's a nasty piece of work. Is it a long job, long hours, your job? I mean,
We start at 7 o'clock in the morning,
7 o'clock in the morning?
and we finish around 3 o'clock in the morning.
So that means you only get 4 hours sleep?
Roughly, but there's a nap in between maybe, depending on how long Mr. Collins keeps us on stage.
You nap in between?
Yeah.
Does he know you nap in between?
I hope not.
Well, your secret's safe with me.
You want a character reference of this guy, Phil Collins, yes?
I've heard Bill Collins, Phil Collins, and now Phil Bon Jovi. I mean,
He swans in about 5 every day, thinks he owns the place. And
really?
Yeah.
I'll
sushi, sings a couple of songs.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Hopkins, and the young lady. We must admit, actually, it's not the first young lady I've met. I met 2 young ladies in catering earlier. Your name would be?
Jane Finn.
Jane Finn. And you would be?
Production assistant.
So what would your job be? I mean, I know that's the role of your job, but what would you actually be doing?
Oh, a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Really?
Just, yeah.
I'll make a note of that.
Yeah.
Does a bit of everything. Your name would be?
My name is Scotty Dodd.
Scotty?
Dot.
Scotty Dodd. And your job would be?
I'm in charge of the wheels. All the wheels on the boxes.
So your job is just to take care of the boxes? I mean,
Just the wheels on the boxes.
just the wheels on the boxes.
Confetti.
Confetti?
Confetti out of the wheels. That's all I do.
You're not taking the mickey out of me, sir, are you?
Oh, I do.
No, I mean, wheels I can handle, but confetti. What role does confetti have?
Well,
in this?
during the production, there's a big confetti gag, as we say,
Okay.
and this confetti seems to get everywhere.
Ah, so you are in charge of getting it out of the wheels.
Indeed.
See. And is that the full extent of your job? I
That's
mean,
it. That's why I go around the world with
Really?
Mr. Bon Jovi.
Mr. Bon Jovi. He's got lots of nicknames, this guy, isn't he? Bon Jovi's quite a good-looking chap, isn't he?
John, not Phil.
Does he always go around dressed like that?
No, sometimes I wear less.
My name is Joey.
Joey.
Joey, J-O-E-Y.
And surname?
Chardukian. C-H.
What?
Chardukian.
And your job would be?
I'm a lighting technician.
Lighting technician. You see, I just met rather a small gentleman in there who said that he usually started at 7 and finished at 3, and that sounds like he's not getting enough sleep, which could be one of the reasons of why he's not tall.
Well, the good thing working those hours is you don't have any problem sleeping.
Exactly.
It makes it easy to sleep.
Maybe that's what Mr. Collins' agenda is.
You get better
Give
quality
everybody
sleep.
a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
I can see the logic in that. Well, thank you, Joey. Been
welcome.
nice talking to you.
Nice meeting you.
I doubt if this will go anywhere, but if it does, I'll get your address from the short gentleman and the rude one. My name's Superintendent Strange. I work for the local council. Your name would be?
Brad Marsh.
Brad Marsh. So your job would be what?
I set up drums for Phil.
Phil?
Bill.
Is it Bill or Phil?
I think it's Bill.
It's Bill?
Yeah.
You see, someone else told me Phil back there. Never mind. I'll get to meet them later on.
Okay.
You say his name's Bill, but I haven't seen any posters, so I'm not sure. I've never heard of him. Anyway, you set up drums.
2 drum sets like that one.
Two drum sets like that one. So this Bill or Phil, is he a good drummer then?
It's quite good, yeah.
Is he? Is he a young fella or?
Yeah, he's quite young.
Is he?
I'm not sure his age, but he's quite young.
Yes, I've actually never come across him myself. I mean, I don't get out much. But you say he's quite good, so I may have to stick around for the show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Now this is dangerous. Right here. This is dangerous here, having a ladder. I'm going to have to make a note of it. Ladder dangling dangerously. So your name would be?
David.
David. And Rule?
U-U-L-E.
Okay. Your job would be?
Looking after these instruments. Basically,
Guitars.
guitars, yes. And the individuals that play them, which in itself is quite a task.
Is it?
Oh, yes.
How many of those are there?
Oh, there are 2 of them. And
Two?
you got to keep an eye on them at all times. You never know what they're going to get up to.
Really? You get treated fairly on this tour? I mean, is he a good boss, this Bill?
Bill.
Bill Collins?
Bill Collins.
Yeah.
Bill Collins tour?
Well, I don't know. I was told it was the Bill Collins tour, but I don't know. Maybe it's
I
not.
thought it was a Kenny Rogers tour.
Would you mind telling me your name?
Alan.
Alan. And you're
Swiss.
Swiss. Another non-English thing. Swiss. And so your last name would be?
Schneebody. Good luck.
Your job would be?
Monitor.
Monitor.
Monitor tech.
All the musicians wear these in-ear things
Yeah.
like this. in fact.
Yeah, like this, yeah. Yeah.
And do they ever go wrong?
Well, it's good.
They never break?
No. Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
What happens then?
But we need to change with some spare parts, you know.
It says Phil actually down there, so I guess
Yeah, this is Phil.
I guess his name is Phil.
Yeah.
Not Bill. I keep hearing Bill. But
Yeah,
anyway,
maybe he's the bus driver.
I'm afraid you're going to have to move this because there's a security kind of
Yeah.
no walkway here. If
Yeah,
somebody was
I
to
know.
walk through here, they're going to have a serious accident.
You think so?
Yes. No, just take it as a bit of advice. Thank you, mate. Bye bye. My word. Such a lot of work. But I'm having to make a little dossier on all the people that work for Bill Collins. And
Who?
Bill Collins, who's on tour. This is his tour.
Phil Collins.
See, I keep being told different things. It's very, very disturbing. This. I don't know who's lying to me and who's telling the truth. So, what would your name be, sir?
Danny Gillen.
Danny Gillen. And what would your job be, sir?
I'm an assistant to Bill Collins.
You're an assistant. No, don't be funny with me, sir. It'll make life very awkward for you. And I'm beginning to think I may.
Phil? I'm busy, Phil.
I've heard that he kind of does keep people long hours, and I'm starting to think there may be another complaint coming here from people, you know, with the long hours. Sanitation, because people don't actually get a chance to sleep in hotels, they sleep on the buses. You know, I'm seeing a grim story here.
Yeah, well, I'm on the other side of the coin, really.
Are you?
Yeah.
So you travel with Mr. Collins?
Yeah.
I see. And what kind of bus does he have?
He don't. He's got an aeroplane.
He has an aeroplane?
Yeah.
My word, that must be very expensive.
I don't know.
Now, I don't know where that's come from. I may have to evacuate the building. I may have to evacuate the building, because if that fell down, then something else could fall down and it'd be very, very dangerous. Let's find out. I've been told to come down here to investigate some bad parking. That's what I'm really here for. And I've yet to get to the bottom of that, but I had found a little piece of loose metal on the floor out there, and it started to make me think, is this all safe? And I've been told that you are the man responsible for getting it all up there.
Absolutely, sir.
Your name would be?
Guilty as charged of that particular crime. It's Dave Rowe.
Dave Rowe.
Yeah, R-O-W.
And so your job would be the chief rigger?
Absolutely.
Are there any more riggers, or is it just...
Yeah, I have a number two, another man, Vince, with me, Vince Rivenel.
Vince and...
Rivenel, R-I-V.
Just Vince? Just the two of you?
Just the two of us.
Ah, and you managed to do all that on your own?
No, we have local help everywhere we go.
And they're reliable usually?
Absolutely. Well, we have to check everything, so we
Yeah.
make sure they are, yeah.
And is that a long job?
This one's, it's been taking approximately 4 hours to put the show in, which is...
So you start before everybody else gets
Yeah, first in, last out.
And unless we find out where it's come from, I may have to evacuate the building.
That's what that is, one of my wheel stops.
Is it?
When I'm fixing the other three wheels, that's what I chock it up with, you see.
Ah.
Designer.
Well, that's I'm pleased to hear it, because...
It doesn't come from above.
Okay,
It's
because
come from below.
I would have had to have used my authority and actually...
And you are laden with quite a bit of authority, I believe.
Seems to be, and it seems to be getting worse all the time. Is that Bill Collins?
That's Bill Collins up there.
Standing up there now?
Yeah,
He's a lot older.
Bill Collins up there now, so we're focusing on him as we speak.
Good heavens. Oh, I'll get to meet him. I've been wondering what he was like. So your name would be?
Telson James.
Telson James. What is your job?
My job, I'm the lighting operator here.
Lighting operator. What is it you do then? It looks rather complicated to me.
Well, it's very simple really. We do a look for a verse of the song, and then we do another look for another verse, and
you change it?
Wow. We change it, and
good heavens.
All this happens on the screen.
Look at that. And it all starts here, does it?
And that's it. That's basically what I do. I have to put up the spotlights as well.
Oh, spotlights.
Spotlights, they go up the
Oh,
top
up there, yes, that's right.
That's
yeah.
right, yeah. They shine on Mr. Collins and lift him out of the...
He's a bit of a big head, isn't he?
Yeah, he likes it. He likes it.
Does he?
He's a good man.
Is he?
He's a good man.
No, but I've heard some mixed comments.
reports.
Yeah, I have.
Well,
yeah.
me too, actually. But I always, I think.
And you always veer towards yes. That's what I do. Give benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt. And your name would be.
Stuart Heaney.
And your job would be.
I'm one of the video crew. I'm the video crew chief.
Do you watch videos or what?
No, we got five manned cameras and 2
Oh, you
unmanned
shoot
cameras.
the video?
Yeah, we shoot the video onto
I
side
thought you just
screens.
watched it. So I see those screens. I saw. Yes, I saw. Is that Bill Collins?
Yeah, that is.
He's younger than I
Younger
thought he was.
days, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's old, is it?
Yeah.
He sings live, does he?
Apparently so, yeah.
Apparently so. Is the rumours out? Is it the rumours?
Not that I've heard.
No, rumours. Okay then, Stuart. Well, I'll let you go on with your work. It's very interesting talking to you, and thank you, and
Thank you very much.
safe travels. And
Cheers.
if you have any complaints, I work for the council. Just contact
Right,
me.
we'll come and see you. Thank you.
You don't drive a truck
I don't.
or a bus.
No. I'm just,
Okay. Well, I'm actually here investigating some bad parking. Trucks and buses, bad parking. You don't drive, do you? I mean, not
No,
trucks.
I don't.
No, I've been asked to investigate some very bad parking. But that wouldn't be you, would it?
No, not parking.
Do you drive?
Not on this tour.
Not on this job. You have driven.
Normally I'm driving.
Normally you're driving?
Yeah, they've stuck me on keyboards on this one.
Really? We've had some complaints about parking, which I'm sure you're not involved with either, are you?
No, I don't doubt it, but I'm not involved with
The
it.
parking of the trucks and the buses outside. Now, you wouldn't have anything to do with that, would you?
No, I'm sorry. I can't help you with that. You might check the production office.
Oh, I've been in there, yes, I've met Elvis. I don't know if this guy doesn't know what his name is. Phil Collins, Bill Collins, Kenny Rogers, Elvis.
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Hello. I'm Superintendent Strange. I was looking for Phil Collins, actually, or Bill Collins, or Elvis, whatever.
He's not available.
He's
Need him for something?
Yeah. Well, who are you actually?
I'm Tim Brockman.
Tim Brockman. Okay.
Yeah.
And your job would be
I'm the tour manager.
tour manager. Ah, well, now we're getting somewhere. You'd be responsible then for the trucks and buses.
I suppose so. Problem with them?
Actually, no, not really.
Okay.
No,
Perfect.
no. I'll be on my way now.
Carry on.
Okay.
It's a game of front and back.
Well, I wanted to imply in the title that this was the last, because it definitely puts a full stop at the end of the sentence. Other nationalities which historically don't understand English humour get this, the joke about it being the first final. So it's a kind of a reference to all those kind of, the Cher and people that sort of come back again and again and again, and do the first final farewell reunion tour and all this kind of thing. So it's meant to be funny, but the bottom line is that it is the final tour. I started talking to Tony, my manager, Ian Smith, about what to do. Could we do a kind of tour of maybe the places we've only ever played once? And then I said, if you do a month of shows, I'll do it.
So I thought, well, that's not going to work because I know the kind of show I want to do and the economics won't work apart from anything else.
Now listen to me now, a month. Yes, and a month in America and a month. I said, no. Anyway, we went on like that, and so of course we're doing a month in Europe and we're doing a month in America.
And the fact that it's sort of moved from theatres to 50,000 seat stadiums, well, that's a kind of management trick, really. So.
And of course it's a 5-week month. You give him a month, and it's like, yeah, but this month's got 5 weeks in it, all right? So it's always take more than they get, to give them an inch. My premise was to just take all the songs that I felt I should play. So I got out my albums and just looked at the back covers and wrote down the hits, the songs that were important. And on face value, there was In the Air Tonight, there was I Missed Again. Okay, Hello, I Must Be Going, there was obviously You Can't Hurry Love. And I went through the big tunes first, and then I went back to see if there's anything else. And realised that I can't really sing for more than 2.5 hours every night. So, you know, you're governed by that. There are a few things. I wanted to start on the drums, and I wanted to finish on the drums, and so there's a drum thing in there. But I did just scan the albums and chose the ones that I knew people would want to hear, that I was quite happy to sing, and actually take back to the original versions, some of them. You know, Against All Odds is much more the way it was, except for the sax solo. One More Night is back to the way it used to be. So there's lots of things that have reverted to their original state, and some we've played around with. Close your eyes, hold my hand, you'll be all right. Come With Me is about my son, although the melody was written around the time that Lily was born. So it really is a kid's song. I had an idea at the last minute almost to say, why not take the two hands from the little doodle that I did on the album and move them together slowly, so at the end of the song they touch. And it just works. And at the end of that song every night, I kind of, okay, that worked, you know.
This band, I would say, comes back more from the 1990 tour with Leland Sklar playing bass and Chester back on the drums again. So this is kind of going back a little more than a decade and bringing back that old band again. So it feels nice. It's sort of like a retro group again.
This is an amazing band, actually. I mean, and even the other things we've done, you know, we've done the much shorter things, you know, promoting, you know, his album and promoting Brother Bear and Tarzan and all of that. It's only taken a very few days rehearsal to really get things dialed in quickly. So it's a pretty special group of people, I think.
You know, it's just one of those gifts that every once in a while you get handed is a show like this and a group like this, and you just get to really do what you enjoy doing at its peak performance. I mean, because the whole crew, everybody involved, the lighting people, the sound people, are all as good as there is in this profession, so it raises the bar for everybody, makes you work that much better at it.
In the old days, bands really formed from friendships, you know. Three guys, you know, and if you know, your other friend, if he didn't play an instrument, he played the bass. That's what I usually ended up like. You don't play anything? Oh, well, you play bass. So, yeah, but there were groups of friends, and then from then it developed, you know.
Well, when I met him, you know, I had long blonde hair, great record collection, groovy chat. Lost all that now, so he's. It hasn't changed at all, really. I don't think he's the same Phil as I knew when we were kids. You know, just with a bit more money, I suppose.
I met him in '96 for the first time with the big band. I played with a lot of different acts and things like that, and when you work with Phil, he's not just a singer, he's also a musician.
Luis Conti is clearly one of the greatest percussionists in the world. There is no doubt about it. Leland is a legend. He's been a legend for 30 some odd years as a bass player. And Daryl has been with Phil in Genesis since 1978. Chester played with Frank Zappa, played with Weather Report. I mean, I'm in very, very select company here.
And of course Arnold's not with us because we had an accident the first day he was here. He fell over and tore all his ligaments, so he's back in LA having an operation. Hopefully he'll be with us at some point, but he's out for the European tour.
That was a first day of rehearsal. To see him go through that and then to find out he's got to fly home and have surgery and all of this.
When I went up the stairs for Wear My Hat to do the bit with Arnold, I thought about it. I thought, is he going to follow me? I hope he does follow me, because it'd be good to rehearse the bit. But I hope he's careful, because, you know, I'm thinking all this while I'm singing, you know. And I went down the stairs slowly, and then I ran across the stage, and he ran across the stage after me, and then his leg gave out.
I can't even imagine how depressed he was when the reality set in that he actually didn't just sort of hurt himself and he's going to go put some ice on his leg kind of thing, that this was actually a really terrible injury that was going to require major surgery. So, you know, I've known Arnold now for close to 30 years, and I feel so bad for him, because he lives for this.
He was crying. I mean, it was very sad, because he just arrived. He couldn't wait to do this tour, because it's the last one. He's been with me since 89, 90, and suddenly that's all taken away from him, you know. So it was very sad.
I miss him, but he'll be back. I keep telling him that I'm going to put his face on a milk carton and put it in front of his mic and say, missing if found, please return to Neuchâtel. So he'll be back.
I've attracted an awful lot of nice people in the crew that would do anything for you, and also in the band. You know, I'm sort of very. I've always been lucky with that, to be honest. But this is a great assembly of people on and off stage.
We try and take the same guys out every time if they're available. You know, if they're not doing other tours. So. Yeah, for the last 2 or 3 tours, we pretty had much the same crew, you know.
It is a family. I mean, it's not a great big family in this, but it is a family, you know. Steve Jones, you've met, Howard. Even people that don't get on the tour for one reason or another, because perhaps they're doing another tour, or, you know, they stay in touch.
Right, class. What are your thoughts so far? Stop playing with yourself, Thompson. So we'll pick up the specifics, and if we get time to do the set as well, great.
So we'll be under you wherever you...
One more time. We did a 2.5-hour vocal rehearsal today, which we've never done in all my life, ever. Never done that before. So that was a good experience, and something that actually we should do more of. So. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you.
When everybody's on it, it's just, that's the stuff that makes Goosebumps stand up. I want people's arms like full of goosebumps at the end of the show.
Show your true colors, true colors. Beautiful. I'm a lot tireder than I was when we started. I'm amazed actually at how much else there is to do other than just the singing. You know, just the actual doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's just a small part of this actually. I mean, the program has been, just doing the program has been something that's been quite time consuming. Some people just go out there probably and just say, hey, I don't care what they sell, just sell it, I'll have the money. I like to think that some of the stuff is quality, you know. So you've got to look at it, approve it, change it if you don't like it. The program is very personal, and this program was like a retrospective, lots of old pictures from my personal archive that I've kept over the years. But it's things like that, and then sitting down with the lighting designer and the lighting operator, Vince and Telson, going over what they've done and what you think they could do and what you'd like to have happen. Sound, we've had to do the same thing with that. We've had to stay late some nights to listen to the CD again, you know, that what we've recorded in the afternoon, go back and listen to the sound and make sure that's finished and, you know, tweaked.
Right before, it would happen right before we go into the bridge and right before the sax solo, kind of as a lead into both.
But I'm doing... We'd been rehearsing for 4 days without the singers and without the horns, just getting the basic songs kind of ready, and then the singers came in, and that was great because we had a vocal rehearsal which you've seen, and that took it to another level. But when the horns came in, all the bits that you kind of felt like vamping space. You know, there was suddenly the reason why there was the space was there because of the horn charts. So they've made a big difference.
They miss us for 2 weeks, and then we walk in and, yeah, all right, where were you guys, and all that kind of stuff. We love that, you know, come in quietly kind of thing.
It's like the bear pit. This is down there is my drum kit for In the Air Tonight, which spectacularly, we hopefully rises on this riser, comes up to here for In the Air Tonight. Anyway, and we hope that it's going to work, because I did a show in Ghent on the last tour in '97. And the drum kit was supposed to come up in the middle of the stage, and it didn't. And so I'd walk around the stage, we did the whole tune, and when it come to da-da, 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 there was a big hole in the ground with my drum kit sitting on the floor right at the bottom. So I didn't really know what to do, so I jumped. So I jumped in the hole, and I played the whole thing in this hole. Anyway, hopefully that won't happen, otherwise I'll be jumping, but it's a bit farther to jump this time. We always take the families on the road, you know, but I've never taken my dog before. So Jack, my faithful terrier, someone's going to have to take him out for a walk first thing in the morning. I'm not. Someone's going to have to take him out last thing at night. I'm not. So I'm thinking of getting him on stage for Wear My Hat. I thought the idea of having a dog running around on stage amongst us running around, and he's pretty good. I might better get him with a hat as well. And if that happens, even if it's only for a couple of minutes, you know, people say, that was a dog I saw, wasn't it? I had finishing touches, you know. Mad Dog's an Englishman. Now we need an audience now. I don't think we're going to get much better than this without an audience. And there comes a point where, when with guys like this who are really just, you know, they're fantastic musicians, they just want to play now. And it takes an audience to lift you to the next level.
Okay, no more rehearsing. Hey, it's raining, but we're still gonna
Bloody
play.
wet out there. Look at the sky, and you tell me if I'm looking forward to the first stadium show. There's certain camaraderie that happens when it rains. People tend to rally together and sort of, you know, brave the elements. So you get a different kind of atmosphere. It just would be nice if it was sunny. I can't hide the fact that I'm pissed off, but yeah, it could be worse. We've got our health, haven't we? I mean, you've got a lot of people up there, and if everybody wore what they fancied, then it would look a bit of a mess. So we have Eileen and Martha. Eileen's been with us before, and you know, they have an unenviable task of cleaning everything. A 16-piece band, they've got to clean everything from night to night, plus the crew throw their laundry in as well. So it's, you know, it's really mum to sort of 40 people.
It's a lot of work. We start at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we finish about 2 in the morning. The hardest part is trying to coordinate everything so everybody's happy, because this person wants to wear this person wants to wear this person wants to wear this, and we can't have them go on. The guys are pretty good. It's when we get to the ladies, that's difficult.
What I wear has got to be light. I can't be sitting there just sort of trousers sticking to you and things like this. So they brought a whole selection of stuff out, and I said, no. Yes, that's there. That feels like great.
He just wears comfortable t-shirts underneath that look very plain, and people say, all he wears is t-shirts. Well, his t-shirts are like 200-pound t-shirts, so they're all designer Armani. Good quality, and they last, and you need something that lasts, because they wear these clothes they're cleaned every time he wears them. They wear them once and they're cleaned, so they have to stay together. I'm wearing things that I would wear out on the street. That's my attitude towards it. So I don't dress up. I dress down, really. One more night, just one more night. One more night, 'cause I can wait forever. Well, I've been sitting here so long. Yeah, I am today. I don't know why. Just staring at the floor. Now here we are on our luxurious private jet, which does actually make it easier. I dread to think actually what it would be like to travel with this many people at a real airport with a scheduled aircraft, because ever since 9/11, of course, security has been incredibly tight. So you'd have to get to the airport like 3 hours ahead of time. Bags would be lost all over the world. It would be a disaster. So this is really the only way. That's my son. It's the only real way to do it. So we just left Zurich, where we played last night, and we had about 44,000 people there, which was fantastic. Apparently Paul McCartney didn't get that many. So I just thought I'd throw that in. But it was a great gig. Football stadium. And tonight, this is the first back-to-back show we've had. And tonight we're playing in Munich, which is another football stadium, the Olympic Stadium, which is about 47,000 people. And that too is sold out, fortunately, because these places are a bit depressing if they're not sold out.
When we discussed the tour and where we were going to play, Phil and Tony wanted to make it an intimate arena tour, but it became blindingly apparent that when we put tickets on sale in Germany, the demand was 10 times the capacity we had. But in my experience, I've never had an artist upgrade overnight to such big venues through such demand. It's fantastic. It's a brilliant tour because of that.
Paris has always been great, actually. I mean, going right back to Genesis days, it's always been a special town. You know, the French population adopted Genesis years and years before we were really strong in England, never mind anywhere else. And I think there is a special relationship there. They're a fantastic audience.
Look at those people.
He's a complete musician.
Each time he comes in Paris, I go to see his show, and I enjoy it each time.
The Paris audience always is just fantastic. And we actually delivered. We played very well tonight. Did very well, so I'm very pleased.
Kevin, just give me a mark on that. I just want to see how close.
Well,
is that too close?
Well, you know, it just I'm trying to sort of forget about it, you know, and it's sort of ramming it down my throat.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Then I'll do is I'll try and work it further away at the front, and I'll try and minimise those, and I'll also try and get them to work slightly higher.
One tends to, and we used to, put all kind of tripwires in front of these directors. They're saying, yes, but you can't have a camera any closer than here. We don't want any more light, because this is the show we've designed, you know. And this stretches back for 30 years with Genesis. If you can shoot it just the way we are, you know, but yet when the DVD is finished, we love it. You know, totally unrealistic parameters.
Although on the box it says, you know, Hamish Hamilton, director, I think in a way that's a bit of a misnomer. It should be kind of translator, really. You know, what I do is I go into shows and I translate, in this case, Phil's show to television.
I've been very lucky, actually. The last 2 DVDs we've done, the Seriously Live in Berlin was done the week the wall came down. So Berlin was just like happiness itself. And then the last one, which we did in Paris, that was towards the end of the tour, and it just caught a great show. And I think they've done it this time around as well. And Hamish came down one day to look at the show near the end of rehearsals.
I'd just done a DVD for Peter Gabriel.
And it turned out that he'd been working with Peter, and it turned out he'd been working with Madonna, and it turned out he'd been working with all these people. And I hadn't thought about that. And suddenly we went on stage and played, and I was thinking, he's going to be bored stiff. You know, he's going to be bored stiff. I mean, that's another slow song here. We're going to have to drop this. We're going to have to change this. You know, and straight away it was insecurities. I met him in the toilet afterwards. Right? We'd finished rehearsing, and I went to the loo, and he was there.
Literally kind of went up to him and said, "Hi, I'm Hamish. I'm, you know, the director." It's quite disarming in a gents' toilet, you know.
He said, "That was great." I said, "Yeah," kind of opening up the conversation. I said, "Yeah, we've got to get the pacing, I think, a bit better, because I think maybe it's a little bit slow." He said,
"Do you know what? Absolutely not, you know. I mean, the set is like, you know, the soundtrack to your life, really. I mean, it goes back X number of years. They're all absolute hits."
And I came out thinking, oh, I've convinced him, you know. So it was a big moment, actually, because you do go through those things where you think, is this slow? Is this, you know, is anybody else bored here? You know.
Take our love with me now, 'cause there's just an empty space, but to wait for you, that's all I can do, and that's what I've got to bear.
Actually, last night was the first time that I can remember that I wasn't nervous about having a camera there. The audience was so great, I knew that it would kind of sap all the attention. And I told the band before we went on, I said, just forget about the cameras, you know, like if we get it, we get it. If we don't get it, we don't get it. But there's an audience out there that's going to see us, and that's the most important thing. I was promised. I know what these cameramen are like. No, I said before the show that I didn't want the steady cam on the stage. It's a cumbersome looking thing. And I was told that it wouldn't be on stage. It would be, though, behind the backing scenes, which I accepted because they're out of the way. It's out of the way. But I did turn around to see a shape disappearing down the stairs very quickly on one of the tunes. Maybe it was early on, like Billy or something. Don't lose my number. Then I really saw it on the studio when they were up there getting in the way of my singers. At that point, I lost it.
What? In the jig sort of shots that we got, I needed that shot. I know, and I got it 5 or 6 times. I didn't think I'd overstepped the mark. I'm about to find out. I mean, he might. You know, I hope he doesn't kill me, but he might be really, really much more upset than I thought he was.
No, I mean, you know, you're there, and you know the shot's going to be good, and you just hope that it doesn't get in anybody's way. And it just that one little moment tonight was could have been a little bit dangerous, but actually, no one, you know, it's cool. I was angry at the time, very angry at the time, and I wasn't angry with him actually. I was angry with the cameraman, but I didn't know it was your fault, so I would have been angry with him. Anyway, we're going out tomorrow night, and we're going to, you know, see where it goes, really.
She's an easy love. She'll take your heart, but you won't take it.
He's our leader. Probably about 3 weeks from when the accident happened now. 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. And he's back, and he can't run around, but he can move, and you can certainly sing.
It was more emotional leaving. I was just excited to be back, you know. The hard part was like walking away from the job. That was the hardest part. The easy part was coming back and saying hello and being greeted, you know, by everyone. That was the good part.
Impressions of success when I was 14, 15 was just, if I could actually make a living playing drums, wouldn't that be great?
Phil's ended up selling 90 million records as a solo artist. If you include his involvement with Genesis and Brand X and or producer stuff and things like that, and other records that he's been involved with, you're probably looking at about 300 million records that he's been involved with, that he appears on in some form or other.
So I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here by saying I'm not going to do any more. And apart from the big band and the odd showcase thing, I won't. Nicholas is 3, and he's going to be starting school in September 2006. And I made a sort of promise to myself that at that point I would be there to do the things that I wasn't able to do with my other children. I mean, with Lily, to some extent, I did actually, but nevertheless, not as much as I would have wished. Certainly, Simon and Jodie, I wasn't there for because they moved to Canada. So, you know, I just figured that anything I do has got to work, got to have a cut-off time of September 2006. I didn't intend to make a sort of, you know, speech at the end of the show each night, but actually I do actually say thanks to all the fans, you know, that have been so loyal, and they have, you know, all the way through the Genesis years and my years, and they're all the same people, obviously different generations of them, but so it's turning out to be quite, you know, each night is kind of an emotional experience, you know. I mean, I don't come off sobbing or anything, but I mean, it's actually, it feels like there's a reason for doing it, and it was, from my point of view, it was the right decision to come out and say goodbye properly, because, you know, at one point I just thought, well, I won't do it anymore, that's it. You know, they've had their last tour, I've done my last tour, shame, but never, there you go. But I'm really glad I did it, because every night is turning out to be a little bit of a, you know, thank you, turn the page.
Oh, I gotta go home. Got to go.